Hi guys, welcome to another episode of live streaming brought to you by China Xinhua News on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And today we are experiencing China's fastest bullet train and boarding here, and it goes from Beijing to Shanghai, and it's China's busiest rail line actually. And the train run constantly at a speed of 350 kilometers per hour, and the top speed can reach 400 kilometers per hour. And here we are at the dining compartment of the Fuxing train. Fuxing in Chinese means rejuvenation, and you know, it really tells you that China has started late on high-speed train, but it's really cementing its leading role on high-speed rails. And now we're at the dining compartment here. We want to start the journey today from food. So let's see what's happening here. And the attendants here are distributing some souvenirs. Let's see what this is all about. 你好，我问一下，这个是要发给乘客的吗？对。这是乘客订的。没有。哦。这是我们展开活动，然后跟里头互动之后给的。It's souvenirs for the passenger because this is today the first day of the official operation of the Fuxing high-speed trains, and you see you get those little cute train attendant souvenirs and very pretty here. And this is just a picture of the Fuxing train, China's fastest bullet train here, and these are all for passengers as souvenirs. And but let's take a look at the menu here at the dining compartment. Let's see what you can order. With all those images, I think you can feel some appetite of Chinese food. You have all those vegetables, chicken or rice, and now that just comes the introduction of the train. You're seeing here a train attendant is distributing some items for passengers, and these are the container of the drinks that are being prepared for the passengers on the train here. Again, here comes the menu. All sorts of foods here are provided for passengers on board the train. And just let you guys know, this is a live streaming of China Xinhua News on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We are on board China's fastest bullet train, the Fuxing train. Fuxing in Chinese means rejuvenation. And the trains run constantly at a speed of 350 kilometers per hour, and the top speed can reach 400 kilometers per hour here. And this is the dining compartment. The train attendants are distributing food and souvenirs. Today is the first official operation day of Fuxing trains here. Now we're going to go through the carriages here as we onboarded Fuxing. We're going to take a look of how passengers are doing here on this bullet train here. And this is one of the second class compartments here on board Fuxing trains. We're meeting a lot of media personnel here on the train, as today is the first official operation day of Fuxing. You know, China now has over 22,000 kilometers of high-speed rail lines, which is about 60% of the world's total high-speed network. China started late over the past 13 years. The country has now learned to build its own bullet trains without getting help from the West. So this Fuxing train is domestically developed, and not only does it have a very top speed here, but also we're seeing you're getting much more legroom here. And let's take a look here. That's how much of legroom you get on Fuxing. Very comfortable, and with free Wi-Fi, more USB ports and power outlets, it's really getting more convenient for passengers here. I want to talk to one of the passengers on board the train. Let's see how they feel about riding the fastest bullet train here in China. Thank you. Thank you so much. So guys, joining us today is one of the passengers here on this train. First, I want to introduce yourself to our audience.
Hello there, my name is David Feng, and I'm finding this journey at 217 mph, 350 kph to be, well, you don't know how fast it goes because it's so smooth.
Can you show us your train ticket that you bought for the train?
My train ticket, yep. I'm actually going to...
David Feng, guys, first time boarding Fuxing. Of course, this is the first operation day for this fastest bullet train here. Let's see what the ticket says.
The ticket is me and my wife, and we're off to Shanghai.
Shanghai,
Yes,
from Beijing to Shanghai.
From Beijing to Shanghai, that's right, yes. And we booked ourselves rather good seats at the back of a train.
Okay.
The business class seats are special because you can actually, basically, you can't do this here in second class, but in business class you just tap one button and the seat converts from a seat to a bed in 30 seconds.
Wow. So because David Feng is getting a lot of interviews on this carriage here, that's why he's not going to his business class, but he's going to go there later. So we will actually take a look in a few minutes about what the business class is all about on Fuxing trains. So this is the first time, of course, today is the first operation day of Fuxing. Tell us, how do you like about it so far? What's so special about this bullet train? You think it's getting you more convenience?
I think it's faster because Fuxing or the Revival Express goes at 350 kilometers per hour, 217 mph, fastest one so far. I've been on services pretty much which are close to this speed, but this one really nails it. I think also this train is designed to be one where details really matter. Everything, for example, on some older trains, when the doors closed, the door alerts made a huge noise, and it sounded, rather scary. The new ones are much quieter. So I think most of us will find that the details work out for them. I think the pitch, like you've mentioned, is really a big thing. I've been in the UK, and obviously some of the standard class carriages, we know, not the most spacious. This one here, far more spacious. And I think also Wi-Fi is a big feature on the new train as well. Plus you get a 220 volt
Power
outlet and a couple of USB slots as well. So no excuse for running out of battery source or battery juice whilst you're on board.
So is the high-speed train your top choice when you considering going on traveling?
Well, I mean, obviously, because I used to go from Beijing to Shanghai by plane. I got delayed up to 7 hours. Now it's rare to see even a 7 minutes delay on the trains I've traveled on between Beijing and Shanghai. So that obviously speaks volumes.
Well, thank you so much. Enjoy your journey.
Thank you.
That's David Feng, guys, boarding on China's Fuxing train. Now we're going to continue going through all those compartments. Let's see how people are doing out there in the first class and business class here. So just a reminder, guys, this is a live streaming of China Xinhua News on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We are on board the Fuxing bullet train, China's fastest. The trains run at a consistent speed of 350 kilometers per hour, and the top speed can reach 400. And here we are going through all these compartments here. This is one of the second class carriages here on Fuxing. David Feng earlier talked about how he has been in the UK actually with the speed of constant of 350 kilometers per hour. Actually, the travel time between London and Paris can cut by half an hour. So the travel time currently by Beijing, between Beijing and Shanghai, has been cut to 4.5 hours from 5. So that's half an hour shorter with the Fuxing bullet train here. So guys, we're now going through the compartments here at Fuxing bullet train, China's fastest, and the train is now running on the rail line between Beijing and Shanghai. Also can be said as China's busiest rail line. Many passengers take the train from between the two big cities in China. Here we are at the first class. This is the first class train carriage here on Fuxing. You see, you are getting even more legroom here, and you have fewer passengers on this carriage sitting with you. That's the first class of Fuxing. Now we are looking at It's more like a recess room here. And now let's take a look at the business class here on Fuxing. You see, obviously, you're getting more comfortable seats here, and with much leg room ahead of you, and the seats can be converted to a bed where you can take a nap. We see that's how, and you have screens showing some entertainment programs for the passengers here. It's only about 5 people sitting in this carriage. Okay, as a lot of passengers are taking a nap, let's get out of the carriage here. And these are just one of the recess rooms here at Fuxing. So starting on September 21st, which is today, that Fuxing trains will be officially running between Beijing and Shanghai, and the top speed can reach 400 kilometers per hour, and the trains run consistently at a speed of 350 kilometers per hour. And we just been traveled on the train as we're on board here from the second class to first class, and then we just saw what it was like inside the business class carriage there. And actually, with more USB ports, power outlets, and free Wi-Fi, there is much more convenience on Fuxing. So it's not just about the speed, it's just how much convenience this train can provide for passengers, especially with China having a very large population of train passengers, especially during the travel rush each year in Spring Festival. But on a daily regular basis, still traveling between Beijing and Shanghai is much needed for a lot of people. So that's why Fuxing is cutting the travel time from 5 to 4.5 with half an hour shortened as the speed has been increased. So I hope you enjoyed our live streaming today. I'm Xiangyang with Xinhua, and we're on board China's fastest bullet train, 350 kilometers per hour. So thank you so much for joining us. I'll see you soon.